Hello, everyone, and welcome back to JS English Zone, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Julie, and I am so excited about today's topic. It is practical, it is powerful, and anyone can start using it immediately.
Hey there, everyone. I'm Jack, and I am here, physically present, which is already an improvement over last week.
Oh, Jack, last week you were 7 minutes late to your own recording session.
Yeah, I couldn't find my keys again. They were in my jacket pocket. The jacket I was wearing.
Oh, no, you were wearing the jacket.
The whole time. I searched for 11 minutes, checked every surface in my apartment. The keys were literally on my body.
Wow, that is something else, Jack.
Yeah, it was a morning. Anyway, how was your morning, Julie? Let me guess. Perfect and organized?
Well, I woke up at 5 a.m., did my yoga, had my smoothie, and then I spent 20 minutes walking around my apartment.
Walking around? Just walking?
Walking and labeling. Excited, I looked at every single object in my apartment and said its name out loud in English. Coffee maker, window, bookshelf, yoga mat, notebook.
Wait, you walked around your apartment talking to your furniture?
I was practicing. It is actually today's topic, and it works beautifully.
Okay, I have to admit that sounds both strange and kind of wonderful.
It is both. But before we get into all of that, we have a small favor to ask our wonderful listeners.
Oh, right, yes, everyone. If you enjoy our podcast, please click the like button. It genuinely helps us more than you know.
Yes, and please subscribe to JS English Zone. When you subscribe, you never miss a single new episode, and we have so many good ones coming.
And share this episode with someone who is learning English. A friend, a classmate, a family member. Send it to them right now.
Sharing is caring. Every share means one more person gets to improve their English with us, and that makes us very happy.
Yeah, we want to reach as many learners as possible, so thank you, seriously, for every like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you so much. Okay, now today's topic. Jack, let me ask you something. When you look around the room right now, what do you see?
Looking around, stuff, things, objects of various kinds.
Very descriptive. Okay, what if I told you that looking at those objects and naming them in English every single day is one of the most powerful vocabulary building techniques available to any learner?
Wait, seriously? Just looking at things and saying their name in English?
Seriously, this technique is called labeling your world, and today we are going to explore exactly what it is, why it works scientifically, and how you can start doing it today, right now, in fact.
So it's like turning your entire life into an English vocabulary lesson without even sitting down to study?
Exactly that. Your home, your office, your commute, your kitchen, your feelings, everything becomes an English learning opportunity.
Oh, that's kind of amazing. Excited, so I don't have to sit at a desk with a textbook?
No textbook required, just your eyes, your mind, and the world around you.
I can do that, I think, as long as I don't have to find my keys first.
Keys optional. Okay, let's start with our vocabulary because these first words are the foundation of everything we are going to talk about today.
Yes, okay, I'm ready. Eyes open, mind ready.
Let's learn a new word. The word is label.
Label. Oh, like a sticker or a name tag?
Yes, a label is a word or name that identifies something. It tells you what something is. When you label your world in English, you attach English words to everything you see, feel, and do.
Oh, so in my head, I look at my coffee cup and I think, coffee cup. That is the label.
Exactly. For example, every morning, Julie labeled every object in her kitchen in English: coffee maker, refrigerator, cutting board, until the English words felt completely natural.
Wow, so the label replaces the word in your first language, gradually.
Gradually, yes. Over time, you stop thinking the word in your first language first. The English label just appears directly.
That is actually how it should work, right? Like fluent speakers don't translate, they just know.
Perfectly said, Jack. So everyone, start labeling. Look at the nearest object right now and say its English name out loud. That is step 1.
I'm looking at my coffee cup. Coffee cup. Done. I'm learning.
You are learning. Our next word, surroundings.
Surroundings. Oh, like everything around you, your environment.
Yes, your surroundings are everything in your immediate environment, the objects, people, sounds, and spaces around you right now. When you label your surroundings in English, your vocabulary grows naturally through real-life experience.
Oh, so my surroundings right now include this microphone, this table, Julie's very organized notebook, my very disorganized coffee cup.
Yes, all of those things are your surroundings. For example, Jack started paying attention to his surroundings in English and realized he didn't know the English word for half the things in his own apartment.
That is extremely accurate. I genuinely did not know the word for the thing that holds my shower curtain for years.
Oh, what is it?
A curtain rod. I learned it last month. Life-changing information.
Curtain rod, an important English label. So everyone, look at your surroundings right now. How many things can you label in English? Start counting.
And be honest, you might surprise yourself, either with how many you know or how many you don't.
Both are useful. Smiles, our third word, awareness.
Awareness, like noticing things, being conscious of what's around you.
Yes, awareness means being conscious and attentive, actively noticing your environment and experiences. Labeling your world builds English awareness. You start noticing language opportunities everywhere you go.
Oh, so instead of walking through life on autopilot, you start actually noticing things and naming them in English?
Exactly. Smiles, most people walk past hundreds of English learning opportunities every single day without even noticing. Awareness is what changes that.
I walked past my curtain rod every morning without noticing it. Now I notice it and I know its name. That's awareness.
Perfect example. Smiles, for example, Julie's awareness of English labeling opportunities was so strong that she could walk into any room and instantly identify 20 vocabulary building moments.
20. Impressed. I found one, the curtain rod.
You are building awareness. That is what matters. So everyone, develop your English awareness. Walk into every room like it is a vocabulary lesson, because it is.
Wow, my apartment is a classroom. I never thought about it like that.
Your whole life is a classroom. Smiles, and our fourth word, associate.
Associate. Oh, we learned this one before. Connecting things together in your mind, right?
Yes, well remembered. Smiles, to associate means to link two things together mentally. When you label objects in English, you associate the English word directly with the real thing, not with a translation.
Oh, so instead of real object, first language word, English word, it becomes real object, direct English word.
Exactly that. That direct association is the whole secret behind this technique. Smiles. For example, after 3 weeks of labeling practice, Julie associated refrigerator directly with the cold white box in her kitchen, without any translation step in between.
That translation step is what slows everyone down, right? That moment of, wait, what's the word? That pause?
Exactly that pause, and the labeling technique eliminates it, gradually, naturally, permanently.
Oh, wow. So you're literally rewiring how your brain reaches for English words.
Yes, building new direct pathways. And speaking of things that rewire your brain, Jack, didn't you try something like this recently? Something that went slightly unexpectedly?
Yeah. I tried labeling things mentally on my commute one morning, and, it did not go smoothly.
Oh, really? Tell us. Well, actually, I think this story deserves its full moment. Let's get into it properly very soon.
Yeah, it's a good one. Well, it starts good, then gets confusing, then gets embarrassing.
The perfect arc. Smiles. Everyone stay with us because things are about to get very entertaining.
And very confusing, mainly for me.
So, Jack, let's continue our conversation about labeling your world in English. And I believe you have a story about your commute?
Oh, yes. And honestly, this one is a little embarrassing, but also kind of funny. Okay, here we go.
Oh, I am already excited. Set the scene for us.
Right. So, this reminds me of something that happened about 3 weeks ago. I had been listening to a lot of English content, podcasts, shows, everything, really trying to immerse myself seriously.
Oh, that is wonderful, Jack. Real dedication.
Yeah, I was feeling good, confident. So one morning I decided, okay, today I'm going to label everything I see in English, mentally, just in my head.
A great plan. Very proactive.
Very proactive. So I walked out of my apartment building and I started door, street, tree, car, sky. Very smooth, very confident.
Oh, that sounds perfect, actually.
It was perfect for maybe 4 minutes. And then I saw a bicycle leaning against a wall.
A bicycle. Okay, and what happened?
Well, I said the word for bicycle in my first language, in my head, and then I thought, wait, no, English label. And I went completely blank.
Oh, you forgot the English word for bicycle?
I forgot the English word for bicycle. A bicycle, Julie, one of the first words any English learner studies.
Oh no, Jack.
And then it got worse because I stood there on the street trying to remember, and while I was trying to remember bicycle, I forgot the word for tree.
Wait, you forgot tree?
I forgot tree. And then I forgot car, and then I panicked and forgot door. All the words I had just said perfectly, gone. One bicycle wiped out my entire vocabulary.
One bicycle caused a complete vocabulary collapse.
A total collapse. I stood on the street for about 2 minutes just going, the thing, the round wheels thing, the pedal machine.
The pedal machine. Oh, Jack.
And a woman walking past looked at me very strangely because I was standing completely still, staring at a bicycle, whispering pedal machine to myself.
Oh no, what did you do?
I walked away very quickly. And then I remembered bicycle, obviously, the moment I stopped trying.
Of course, that always happens. And what did you learn from this?
I learned that labeling is actually harder than it sounds. Your brain gets confused when you switch between languages mid-thought. And the solution is don't panic when you forget a word. Just move on and it comes back.
Oh, that is such an important lesson. When you are labeling your world and a word disappears, don't freeze, don't stress, just breathe, move on, and your brain will find it.
Yeah, panicking makes it worse. Staying calm makes it better. Basic but true.
Exactly. And actually, that connects perfectly to our next vocabulary word. The word is object.
Object. Oh, like a physical thing, something you can see and touch.
Yes, an object is any physical thing that you can see, touch, or interact with. When you label your world, physical objects, furniture, food, clothing, tools, are your starting point.
Oh, so a bicycle is an object. A coffee cup is an object. A curtain rod is an object.
Yes, the curtain rod makes another appearance. For example, Julie walked through her kitchen labeling every object in English, coffee maker, kettle, cutting board, wooden spoon, until she ran out of objects to name.
How many objects are in a kitchen?
I counted 47 in mine. Smiles.
47. You counted?
Of course I counted. I made a list. Smiles.
Of course you did. I probably know the English word for about 12 of them, maybe 15 if you count thing as a word.
Thing does not count, Jack. Giggles. So, everyone, start with objects. They're the easiest entry point for labeling your world. Look around right now and count how many objects you can label confidently in English.
And if you get stuck on a bicycle, don't panic. Just move on.
Move on from the bicycle. Next word, describe.
Describe. Oh, like explaining what something looks like or what it does.
Yes, to describe means to give details about something, its appearance, function, texture, color, size. Once you can label an object, the next step is to describe it. That is where vocabulary really expands.
Oh, so not just chair, but a brown wooden chair with 4 legs and a soft cushion with 4 legs and a soft cushion with a small handle and a chip on the rim from when I dropped it last Tuesday.
Oh, impressive. That was wonderful, Jack. Specific, detailed, natural English description.
It just came out.
Because you associated the object with a real memory, the chip from dropping it. Emotional and personal details make descriptions stick. Smiles.
So describe things with real stories attached, not just big red apple, but the apple I bought on Monday that I still haven't eaten.
Exactly that. Personal context makes everything more memorable. Next word, routine.
Routine. Oh, like the things you do regularly, every day, same order.
Yes, a routine is a regular sequence of actions you do habitually. Your daily routine, waking up, making coffee, commuting, eating, is one of the richest sources of labeling opportunities.
Oh, because you do the same things every day, so you encounter the same objects and actions every day.
Exactly. Smiles. Which means every day is another chance to reinforce the same English labels until they become completely automatic. For example, Julie's morning routine was so consistent that she had labeled every single object and action in English within the first week of trying.
My routine is less consistent. Some mornings I make coffee, some mornings I find my keys for 11 minutes, some mornings both.
But even an inconsistent routine has patterns, Jack, and those patterns are labeling gold.
Labeling gold. I like that. Okay, next word.
Our next phrase, mental note.
Mental note. Oh, like making a note in your head without writing it down.
Yes, a mental note is a deliberate decision to remember something stored in your mind rather than on paper. When you label your world, you're constantly making mental notes, registering English words and connecting them to real experiences.
Oh, so every time I look at something and think its English name, I'm making a mental note.
Exactly, and the more vivid and personal the mental note, the longer it stays. Smiles. For example, every time Jack saw a bicycle after his vocabulary collapse, he made a mental note, bicycle, 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 until it was permanently locked in.
Yes, I have made approximately 40 mental notes about the word bicycle since that morning. It's never leaving my brain again.
Trauma-based learning, not recommended but very effective.
The bicycle incident will live forever in my memory and in my vocabulary.
So everyone, make deliberate mental notes as you label. Don't just glance at something and move on. Pause, say the word, make it stick.
Pause, say it, and own it. Even if it's a curtain rod.
Especially if it's a curtain rod. And our final word for this section, automatic.
Automatic. Oh, like something that happens by itself, without thinking.
Yes, automatic means happening naturally and without conscious effort, like a reflex. The goal of labeling your world is to make English automatic, so natural that you don't have to think about it at all.
Oh, wow. So eventually you just walk into a room and English labels just appear without trying.
That is exactly the goal. Smiles. For example, after 6 months of daily labeling practice, English had become so automatic for Julie that she accidentally labeled objects out loud in a shop, surprising both herself and the shopkeeper.
Wait, you labeled things out loud in a shop?
It was a very nice bookshop. I said hardcover quite loudly by mistake.
I love that. Okay, so automatic is the destination and labeling practice is the road to get there.
Beautifully said, Jack. And speaking of journeys, I actually started a very deliberate labeling experiment in my own apartment once. A very systematic, very organized experiment.
Oh, how many steps did the system have?
I used sticky notes everywhere, on every single object.
Wait, sticky notes? Like actual physical sticky notes on your furniture?
On my furniture, my appliances, my walls, my doors, everything. Every object in my apartment had a small yellow sticky note with its English name written in blue ink.
Blue ink specifically. Of course it was blue ink.
Blue is the most readable color for notes. I researched it.
Of course you researched the ink color. Okay, so what happened? Did it work?
Well, it started beautifully. Day 1 was perfect. Day 2 was even better. But by day 3, something happened that I absolutely did not plan for.
Oh, what happened?
Well, my friend came to visit, and she walked through my front door, and she just stopped and stared at all the sticky notes. All right, now let me finish that story I was telling you about my sticky note experiment and my very concerned friend.
Yes, I've been waiting. She asked if you were okay, and then what? Did she help? Did she leave?
Okay, so there I was, my entire apartment covered in small yellow sticky notes, every object labeled in English, blue ink, very systematic.
Very Julie. Go on.
So, my friend, her name is Sarah, she stood in my hallway staring at everything, and after about 10 seconds of silence, she said, "Julie, how many of these are there?"
How many? And what did you say?
I said 112, because I had counted, obviously.
Obviously. 112 sticky notes.
112, yes, color-coded by room, yellow for the living room, pink for the kitchen, green for the bedroom.
Wait, color-coded? You color-coded the sticky notes by room?
Organization is important, Jack. Anyway, Sarah looked at me for a long moment, and then, instead of leaving or calling someone, she picked up a blank sticky note from my table.
Oh, what did she do with it?
She looked around the room, found an object without a label, and wrote its English name on the sticky note and stuck it on.
Wait, she joined in?
She joined in completely. Within 20 minutes, Sarah, who had never studied English seriously in her life, was crawling around my apartment labeling things she had looked up on her phone.
Your concerned friend became your labeling assistant.
My very enthusiastic labeling assistant. We spent 2 hours together that afternoon, adding new labels, correcting ones I had spelled wrong, and having the most unexpected and wonderful English conversation.
Wow, so the sticky notes, which looked crazy, actually created an English learning moment for both of you.
For both of us. And the lesson I learned was, sometimes the most unusual learning methods attract the most unexpected learning partners. Don't be embarrassed about your English learning tools. They might inspire someone else.
That's actually really beautiful. Also, 112 sticky notes is genuinely impressive dedication.
Thank you, Jack. I thought so too.
Did you keep them up, the sticky notes?
For 3 weeks, until my cat knocked half of them off the refrigerator.
A cat again. Cats are always disrupting your plans, Julie.
They really are. But by that point, 3 weeks in, I didn't need the notes anymore. The labels had already moved from the sticky notes into my head, permanently.
Oh, wow. So the physical notes became mental notes.
Exactly. That is precisely how the technique works. And that brings us to our next vocabulary word, reinforce.
Reinforce. Oh, we know this one. Making something stronger by repeating it?
Yes, well remembered. To reinforce means to strengthen something through repetition and consistent practice. Every time you see a sticky note label, every single morning, you reinforce that English word in your memory.
Oh, so the sticky notes were doing the reinforcing automatically just by being there every day?
Exactly. You don't even have to actively study them. Just seeing the label on your refrigerator every morning, that passive repetition reinforces the word deeply.
That is clever. Like your environment does the teaching for you.
Beautifully said. For example, every morning when Julie opened her refrigerator, the sticky note reading refrigerator reinforced the word so consistently that within 2 weeks it felt like her first language.
Wow, 2 weeks, and you didn't have to sit down and study once?
Not once. Just living in my labeled apartment was enough. So, everyone, find ways to reinforce English words through your environment. Physical labels, phone wallpapers, sticky notes. Let your surroundings do the work.
Yeah, make your environment teach you while you're just living your life. That's my kind of studying.
Passive reinforcement. Perfect for Jack. Next word, context.
Context. Oh, we know this one. The background or situation around something?
Yes, and in labeling your world, context is everything. The same object can have very different labels depending on the context. A mug in the kitchen becomes a trophy in a sports cabinet. A handle on a door is different from a handle on a bag.
Oh, so learning words in context attached to real situations makes them much more precise and natural.
Exactly right. For example, Jack learned the word handle in 3 different contexts: door handle, bag handle, and I can handle this, and each one felt like a completely different and exciting discovery.
I do remember that, actually. When you realize one word means different things in different contexts, it's like finding a secret level at a video game.
I love that. So, everyone, pay attention to context when labeling. Don't just learn the word in its natural setting. That is what makes English feel real.
Yeah, a word without context is like a key without a lock. Sounds deep, but I think it makes sense.
It makes perfect sense. Next word, expand.
Expand. Oh, like growing bigger, getting wider.
Yes, to expand means to grow larger or broader. In language learning, labeling your world expands your vocabulary. It takes you from knowing basic words to knowing rich, detailed, specific language.
Oh, so instead of just knowing big and small, you expand to enormous, tiny, massive, miniature.
Exactly. For example, after 2 months of labeling practice, Julie's vocabulary had expanded so dramatically that she could describe any room in vivid, specific detail without pausing.
Wow, from basic labels to vivid descriptions. That's the journey.
That is the journey. And it starts with one word, one label, one object, and then it expands from there, naturally, organically, every single day.
Like a vocabulary snowball. Starts small, rolls and grows.
Oh, that is a perfect image. A vocabulary snowball. I love that. Next word, categorize.
Categorize. Like sorting things into groups?
Yes, to categorize means to organize things into groups based on shared characteristics. When you label your world, categorizing helps you learn vocabulary more systematically. Kitchen objects, clothing words, emotion words, action words.
Oh, so instead of labeling randomly, I organize by category. Kitchen day, bedroom day, commute day.
Exactly. Themed labeling sessions are incredibly effective. For example, Julie organized her labeling practice into themed days: Monday for kitchen vocabulary, Tuesday for clothing, Wednesday for emotions, and her students loved the structure.
Oh, that's smart, because all the words in one category connect to each other, so they reinforce each other too.
Perfectly understood. So, everyone, try categorizing your labeling practice. Pick a theme for each day: kitchen, garden, office, transport, emotions, body language. The categories are endless.
Yeah, and some categories are more fun than others. I would definitely start with food categories.
Of course you would. And our final word for this section, vivid.
Vivid. Oh, we know this one too. Bright, detailed, very clear in your mind.
Yes, well remembered again. Vivid means producing strong, clear mental images. When you label your world vividly, not just chair, but old wooden chair with a squeaky leg, your brain creates a rich, detailed English picture.
Oh, so vivid labels are more memorable than plain labels.
So much more memorable. The more sensory detail you add, color, texture, sound, smell, the vivider the label and the more permanently it sticks.
So not just coffee, but hot, dark, slightly bitter morning coffee in a chipped white mug.
Oh, that was beautifully vivid, Jack. I could almost smell it.
I've had a lot of experience with that particular coffee.
Real experience makes vivid descriptions. So, everyone, make your labels vivid. Add details, add feelings, add memories. The richer your English label, the deeper it goes.
And speaking of things going deep, Julie, I should tell you about the time I tried to label my feelings in English.
Oh, wait, you labeled your emotions? Curious, how did that go?
Not smoothly. Okay, so this reminds me of something maybe 2 months ago. I had been doing the object labeling pretty consistently, getting good at it.
Feeling confident?
Very confident. So I thought, okay, next level. I'll label not just objects, but also how I'm feeling. English emotions. Sounds easy, right?
Oh, that is actually quite advanced. Emotion vocabulary is genuinely complex.
Yeah, I did not know that at the time. So one afternoon, I sat down and asked myself, okay, Jack, how are you feeling right now? Label it in English.
And what did you come up with?
Well, I felt something in my chest area, and I thought, is this happy? Is this content? Is this satisfied? Is this pleased? Are those all different things?
Oh, they are all different things, yes.
I didn't know that. I spent 40 minutes trying to figure out if I was content or satisfied, and then I looked them up, and apparently content means peaceful and comfortable, and satisfied means you achieved something.
Yes, exactly right. So, which were you?
Both.
Well, now for the most interesting part of our conversation today.
Oh, yes, the cafe story. Okay. Before I tell it, can we do vocabulary first? I need a moment to prepare myself mentally.
Of course, Jack. Vocabulary first, then the cafe.
Thank you. Okay, I'm ready. Hit me.
Let's learn a new word. The word is observe.
Observe. Oh, like watching carefully, paying close attention?
Yes, to observe means to watch, notice, and pay careful attention to something. Observing your surroundings is the very first step in labeling your world. You cannot label what you haven't noticed.
Oh, so observation comes before labeling? You see it first, then you game it?
Exactly right. Most people walk through life observing very little, on autopilot, not really seeing what is around them. Labeling practice forces you to actually look.
I observed a curtain rod last month for the first time in my life. I had walked past it every day for 2 years.
And now you will never unobserve it. For example, Julie trained herself to observe every room she entered with fresh eyes, as if seeing everything for the first time, and her vocabulary expanded dramatically as a result.
Fresh eyes, like a tourist in your own life.
Oh, that is a wonderful way to say it. A tourist in your own life, observing everything that you normally walk past without noticing.
Yeah, because tourists always notice things that locals ignore. Like that building you pass every day. Tourists stop and photograph it. Locals just walk.
Exactly. So, everyone, be a tourist in your own daily life. Observe everything. Notice the objects, the actions, the textures, the colors, and then label them in English.
Look at everything like you were seeing it for the first time. I like that.
Me too. Okay, next word. Detail.
Detail. Oh, like the small, specific parts of something? The finer points?
Yes, a detail is a small but specific piece of information, a particular feature or characteristic. When you label your world with details, not just table, but round glass table with metal legs, your English becomes much richer.
Oh, so details are what take you from basic labeling to vivid description.
Exactly that progression. For example, Julie noticed every detail of her morning routine in English: the sound of the kettle, the weight of her mug, the color of the morning light through her kitchen window.
Wow, that was really vivid. The color of the morning light. I just call it morning.
Start with morning, then add the details gradually. So everyone, train yourself to notice details. The more specific your English labels, the more naturally fluent your speaking becomes.
Yeah, details make language feel alive. Not just, I walked to work, but I walked to work in the cold morning air past a flower shop that smelled like roses.
Oh, impressed. Jack, that was beautiful, genuinely beautiful.
It just came out. The labeling is working on me in real time.
It really is. Next word, internalize.
Internalize. Oh, we know this one. Making something so deeply yours that it becomes automatic.
Yes, well remembered. To internalize means to absorb something so completely that it becomes a natural part of how you think. When English labels are fully internalized, you don't reach for them anymore. They simply appear.
Oh, like the word bicycle now. After my vocabulary collapse, I internalized it so hard that it will literally never leave my brain.
Trauma-assisted internalization. Very effective.
Very effective kind, apparently.
For example, after 3 weeks of sticky note labeling, Julie had internalized the English names of every object in her apartment so completely that she accidentally used English words in conversations in her first language.
Wait, you used English words when speaking your first language?
Just once or twice. I said refrigerator mid-sentence in my first language, and my mother looked at me very strangely.
Your mother got the sticky note experience secondhand.
She did not appreciate it. So everyone, internalize your English labels until they become your first instinct. That is when English stops being something you study and starts being something you simply use.
Yeah, from studied to natural, from effort to automatic. Smiles. That's the journey.
Beautifully said. Next word, habit.
Habit. Oh, like something you do regularly without thinking, a pattern of behavior.
Yes, a habit is a regular practice that becomes almost automatic through repetition. Making English labeling a daily habit is what transforms it from an occasional exercise into a permanent skill.
I have a lot of bad habits. Hitting snooze, forgetting my keys, eating snacks at midnight.
Well, this is one habit that will actually serve you well. For example, Julie built such a strong English labeling habit that she automatically named objects in English even in her dreams, which connected beautifully to everything she knew about dreaming in English.
Oh, so labeling and dreaming in English are connected?
Deeply connected. Smiles. The stronger your labeling habit, the more material your subconscious has to work with during sleep. It's all one beautiful system.
So label your world by day, dream in English at night. Full English immersion.
Full immersion. So everyone, build the habit. Start small, 1 room, 5 minutes a day, but do it every day. Habits compound. Small daily actions create enormous results over time.
Yeah, 5 minutes a day sounds so manageable. Anyone can do 5 minutes.
Anyone can. Smiles. And our final vocabulary word, subconscious.
Subconscious. Oh, we know this one too. The part of your mind that works without you realizing it.
Yes, and it connects everything we've discussed today perfectly. When you label your world consistently, your subconscious absorbs those English labels and begins using them automatically. That is when English truly becomes part of who you are.
Oh, wow. So the labeling practice is feeding your subconscious English, and your subconscious is quietly building fluency while you just live your life.
Exactly that. Smiles. For example, after months of labeling practice, Julie's subconscious had stored so many English labels that English words began appearing in her mind before the equivalent words in her first language.
Wait, you used English words when speaking your first language?
Just once or twice. I said refrigerator mid-sentence in my first language, and my mother looked at me very strangely.
Your mother got the sticky note experience secondhand.
She did not appreciate it. So everyone, internalize your English labels until they become your first instinct. That is when English stops being something you study and starts being something you simply use.
Yeah, from studied to natural, from effort to automatic. Smiles. That's the journey.
Beautifully said. Next word, habit.
Habit. Oh, like something you do regularly without thinking, a pattern of behavior.
Yes, a habit is a regular practice that becomes almost automatic through repetition. Making English labeling a daily habit is what transforms it from an occasional exercise into a permanent skill.
I have a lot of bad habits. Hitting snooze, forgetting my keys, eating snacks at midnight.
Well, this is one habit that will actually serve you well. For example, Julie built such a strong English labeling habit that she automatically named objects in English, even in her dreams, which connected beautifully to everything she knew about dreaming in English.
Oh, so labeling and dreaming in English are connected?
Deeply connected. Smiles. The stronger your labeling habit, the more material your subconscious has to work with during sleep. It's all one beautiful system.
So label your world by day, dream in English at night. Full English immersion.
Full immersion. So everyone, build the habit. Start small. 1 room, 5 minutes a day. But do it every day. Habits compound. Small daily actions create enormous results over time.
Yeah, 5 minutes a day sounds so manageable. Anyone can do 5 minutes.
Anyone can. Smiles. And our final vocabulary word, subconscious.
Subconscious. Oh, we know this one too, the part of your mind that works without you realizing it.
Yes, and it connects everything we've discussed today perfectly. When you label your world consistently, your subconscious absorbs those English labels and begins using them automatically. That is when English truly becomes part of who you are.
Oh, wow. So the labeling practice is feeding your subconscious English, and your subconscious is quietly building fluency while you just live your life.
Exactly that. Smiles. For example, after months of labeling practice, Julie's subconscious had stored so many English labels that English words began appearing in her mind before the equivalent words in her first language.
Wow. English first. That is the dream, literally and figuratively.
Literally and figuratively. Beautifully said. So everyone, trust your subconscious. Feed it English through consistent labeling and watch what it does with all of that material.
It'll probably make you a news presenter reporting on pizza.
Or label objects out loud in a bookshop. Now, Jack, the cafe.
Right, the cafe. Okay. So this happened about a month ago. I had been labeling things.
Okay, so now let's talk about how we can use everything we've learned in real life.
Oh yes, the practical part. I love this. And I especially need this considering my most recent labeling practice ended with a cafe relocation and a free biscuit.
Our most eventful field test yet. Okay, everyone, we are going to give you 7 practical tips for building your own English labeling practice. These are simple, manageable, and genuinely effective strategies.
Tested in real life, including public spaces. Learn from my experience.
Starting with tip number 1, begin with 1 room.
Oh, just one room? Not the whole apartment?
Just 1 room. This is so important. When people start labeling their world, they often try to do everything at once, every room, every object, every feeling, and it becomes overwhelming.
Like my emotion labeling afternoon. Too much, too fast.
Exactly. So start with 1 room, ideally the room you spend the most time in, your bedroom, your kitchen, your office. Spend 1 whole week just labeling that 1 room. Every object, every surface, every detail.
Oh, and by the end of the week, that room is completely yours in English?
Completely yours. and then you move to the next room and the next. Gradually, your entire world becomes labeled in English, one room at a time.
Like painting a house. You don't paint everything at once. You do one wall, then the next.
Oh, perfect comparison. One wall at a time until the whole house is English. Tip number 2, use physical labels first.
Oh, like Julie's sticky notes.
Exactly like the sticky notes. In the beginning, physical labels are incredibly powerful because you don't have to remember the English word. It is right there in front of you. Every time you see it, you reinforce it.
So the physical label trains your brain until you don't need the physical label anymore.
Precisely. The sticky note is a temporary teacher. Use it until the word is internalized and then remove it because you won't need it anymore.
Oh, and removing the sticky note is actually a milestone. Like, I know this word now. I don't need the reminder.
Yes, removing a sticky note is a small celebration. So everyone, get some sticky notes, write English labels in clear, readable writing, stick them everywhere, and celebrate every one you remove.
Color-coded by room, obviously.
Color coding is optional but encouraged. Tip number 3, label actions, not just objects.
Oh, actions, like what you are doing, not just what you see.
Yes, this is so important and so often overlooked. Objects are easy to label, chair, table, window, but actions are where real conversational English lives. Opening, closing, pouring, stirring, rushing, relaxing, these are the words that build sentences.
Oh, wow. So when I make coffee, I should label, I am filling the kettle. I am pouring the water. I am waiting for it to boil. I am stirring my coffee.
Exactly. Present continuous, I am doing something, is the most natural action labeling format, and it is also one of the most commonly used structures in everyday English conversation.
So action labeling teaches grammar at the same time as vocabulary, without even trying.
Without even trying. For example, Julie narrated her entire morning routine in English every day. I am making my smoothie. I am rolling out my yoga mat. I am opening my notebook. And her fluency improved remarkably within weeks.
I am hitting my snooze button. I am hitting it again. I am doing it a third time.
Valid action labeling, Jack. Every action counts. Tip number 4, label your feelings every day.
Oh, the emotion vocabulary. This one is challenging. We established that.
It is challenging, but so valuable. Smile. Every morning, ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? And find the most accurate English word you can. Not just happy or sad, but curious, anxious, energized, overwhelmed, grateful, restless.
So building an emotion vocabulary alongside an object vocabulary.
Yes, because real English conversations are not just about objects, they're about feelings, experiences, and perspectives. Emotion labeling takes you from functional English to truly expressive English.
Oh, that's the difference between I went to work and I walked to work feeling nervous but quietly excited about the day ahead.
Oh, impressed. Jack, that was genuinely beautiful.
I practiced that sentence on my commute this morning.
The labeling is absolutely working. So everyone, label your emotions every single day. Keep a short list of emotion words nearby and challenge yourself to find the most precise English word for exactly how you feel.
And keep snacks nearby when it gets confusing.
Emotional support snacks approved. Tip number 5, narrate out loud whenever possible.
Oh, like my cafe experience, but maybe somewhere more private?
Yes, strongly recommend somewhere private first. But speaking your labels out loud instead of just thinking them dramatically accelerates the internalization process. Your mouth, your ears, your voice, they all reinforce the learning simultaneously.
So there are 3 layers: thinking it, saying it, hearing yourself say it, all at once.
Exactly, triple reinforcement. Smile. Your brain processes spoken words far more deeply than silent thoughts, so narrate your morning routine, your commute, your meals out loud in English whenever you're alone.
Yeah, and honestly, once you start, it feels surprisingly natural, even fun. Like you're the narrator of your own life story.
Oh, I love that. The narrator of your own life story in English. That is a wonderful way to think about it.
Yeah, Your Life English Edition.
Your Life English Edition. Tip number 6. Use a labeling journal.
Oh, like writing down the new labels you discover each day?
Yes, keep a small notebook or a notes app on your phone specifically for new English labels you encounter during the day. When you find an object you cannot label, look it up, write it down, and use it 3 times that same day.
Oh, 3 times the same day to reinforce it immediately.
Exactly. Don't just write it and forget it. Use it in a sentence, in a description, in your narration. 3 uses in one day, and that word starts to stick.
Like the bicycle. I have mentally used that word approximately 400 times since my vocabulary collapse.
Extreme repetition, also effective. For example, Julie Labeling Journal had grown to 12 pages within 1 month, filled with English words for objects, actions, feelings, and details she had never noticed before.
12 pages? I would have maybe 2 pages, and one of them would just say bicycle written 40 times.
That still counts as reinforcement. So everyone, start a labeling journal today. Even just 5 new words a day, that's 35 new English labels every week, over 150 every month.
Wow, 150. When you say it like that, it sounds huge.
It is huge. Small daily habits compound into extraordinary results. And our final tip, tip number 7, share your labels with someone.
Oh, like teaching someone else what you've learned.
Yes, find a friend, a classmate, a family member, and share your English labels with them. Describe objects to them, narrate actions, challenge them to guess what you're describing.
Like Julie's friend Sarah, who ended up joining the sticky note experiment entirely.
Exactly. Smile. Sharing your learning creates accountability, makes practice more fun, and, crucially, forces you to use English in real communication, which is always the ultimate goal.
Yeah, because labeling in your head is great, but using English with another real person is where the magic happens.
Always. Okay, to show everyone how these tips come together, Jack, shall we do a quick live labeling demonstration?
Oh, right now on air? Okay, I'm ready, I think.
I'm going to describe something in this room with vivid English labels and action words. And Jack, you try to guess exactly what I'm describing.
Oh, like a labeling guessing game. Okay, go.
All right, I'm looking at something rectangular. It's black with a slightly textured surface. It sits flat on the table in front of me. It has many small raised squares arranged in neat rows. My fingers move across it quickly when I'm working.
Rectangular, black, textured, small raised squares, fingers moving quickly. Oh, a keyboard.
Yes, exactly right.
Ha, okay, my turn. I'm looking at something cylindrical. It is white with a small brown circle at the top. It's warm in my hands right now. Steam is rising gently from it. It smells rich and dark and wonderful.
Oh, smile, your coffee mug.
Yes, the chipped one.
Everyone, that's exactly what labeling your world looks like in practice. Observing details, using vivid descriptions, connecting English words to real objects and experiences, naturally, joyfully, without a textbook in sight.
Yeah, and it actually feels like a game when you do it with someone, not like studying at all.
That's the whole point. Smile. English learning should feel like living, not like work. And labeling your world makes every single moment of your day a potential English.
Well, Jack, we talked about a lot of things today. I think we should remember the main points, don't you think?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Let me think. We started with a really exciting idea, right?
We did. We talked about what it means to label your world in English and why it is one of the most powerful beginner-friendly techniques available.
Right. You look at everything around you and name it in English. Objects, actions, feelings, everything.
Yes, and it works because you build direct associations between English words and real life. No translation step needed.
No translation. English goes straight from brain to world. And
Exactly. And our first vocabulary words: label, surroundings, awareness, associate.
label is the English name you give something. Surroundings are everything around you. Awareness is actively noticing. And associate means linking things directly.
Perfect. And then object, describe, routine, mental note, automatic.
Objects are physical things you label first. Describe means adding rich details. Routine is your daily pattern of opportunities. Mental note is remembering deliberately. And automatic is the beautiful end goal, English without thinking.
Yes. And then reinforce, context, expand, categorize, vivid.
Reinforce by repeating daily. Context makes labels precise and real. Expand your vocabulary from basic to rich. Categorize by theme. Kitchen day, emotion day, action day. And vivid means painting detailed English pictures.
Beautifully recalled, Jack.
My bicycle vocabulary collapse. One bicycle wiped out my entire word bank.
And my 112 sticky notes, color-coded by room.
Blue ink specifically. Very important detail.
And Sarah, my very concerned friend who became my labeling assistant.
And my emotion labeling afternoon. Content versus satisfied versus fulfilled. Philosophical crisis resolved with snacks.
Always the snacks. And then the cafe.
The cafe, the relocation, the barista check, the free biscuit.
The most unexpected reward in English learning history.
I labeled the biscuit, obviously.
Obviously. And the main lesson from all of it: label everything. Objects first, then actions, then feelings. Start small, stay consistent, and trust the process.
Yeah, your whole life is an English classroom. You just have to start noticing it.
Beautifully said. And the 7 practical tips: begin with one room, use physical labels first, label actions, not just objects, label your feelings daily, narrate out loud whenever possible, keep a labeling journal, and share your labels with someone.
7 tips, all genuinely doable, even for someone who labels things in cafes accidentally.
Especially for that person. Now, Jack, we have a question for our listeners.
Oh yes, we really want to hear from you, everyone.
Please leave a comment below and tell us, what is the first object you are going to label in English today? Look around right now. What do you see?
Yeah. For example, you could say, I'm looking at my wooden desk with 3 drawers and a small lamp in the corner. Or, I see my blue water bottle sitting next to my phone charger.
Writing a vivid description in the comments is fantastic English labeling practice, and we love reading every single one.
We read every comment. Well, Julie reads them. I try to.
Jack, Kickles, we both read them. And please don't just write one word, describe it. Give us the color, the texture, the size, be vivid.
Yeah, don't just say chair. Say old brown wooden chair with a slightly wobbly left leg and a cushion that has seen better days.
That is perfect. Go to the comments right now and label something for us. We genuinely cannot wait to read your descriptions.
And hey, if you label something really unusual or funny, we might read it out in our next episode. Excited. So make it good.
Oh, I love that idea. Give us your most vivid, most creative English label right there in the comments.
Communication over perfection, right, Julie?
Absolutely. Always. Well, everyone, before we go, please remember to subscribe to JS English Zone, Music Cue, and give us a like. It means so much to us and helps our channel grow.
Yes, hit that subscribe button right now if you haven't already. 2 seconds and you never miss a single episode.
Every subscription, every like, every share, it all helps us bring more English content to more learners around the world.
Share this episode with someone who is learning English. Anyone who wants a simple, practical way to improve, send it to them today.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. You are doing something genuinely wonderful by working on your English, and we are so proud of every single one of you.
Yeah, keep going. Label your coffee cup. Label your front door. Label your feelings on the way to work. It all adds up, more than you know.
And remember, you don't need a classroom, a textbook, or even a desk. You just need your eyes, your mind, and the world around you.
Your whole life is your English classroom. Start your first lesson the moment you walk out the door today.
And maybe, just maybe, start with something easier than a bicycle.
Avoid bicycles until week 3 at least.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Goodbye. Keep learning English every day.